And now, for our next entrant, Tressa Colcione!
Sounded like his voice cracked there, like he had a hiccup or something. Mr. Wyndham looks as stern as ever.
Here's hoping she won't disappoint.
Hello, my name is Tressa, and I'm a traveling merchant. Today, I brought something very special to me. An anonymous notebook.
Interesting.
I grew up in a small port town as the daughter of 2 merchants. Sometimes I'd gaze out at the ocean and think to myself, what do I really want to do? What do I really want in life? And then I came across this notebook. It was written by someone whose name I don't know. Someone who traveled across the world and wrote down everything about their journey. I decided then and there that I wanted to go on a journey too, so I left home. I wanted to explore the world as a merchant and learn the trade as I went.
This is Tressa's very own monologue, and she's doing a really good job at it. I suppose Primrose's advice really is working. Break a fin, Tressa.
I met some unforgettable people.
Like Ali.
In a mining town, I met another merchant around my age. His words had the power to touch people's hearts and make them happy. It was like magic.
Are you gonna tell the tale? Are you gonna tell the tale of Captain Leon Mastrale?
After I moved on to the next town, I ran into an old acquaintance. He was the captain of a merchant ship, and the one who originally gave me the book.
Are you not gonna mention his name? I feel like that would drastically boost your credibility.
He taught me something very important.
I mean, right now you're making a really good sales pitch.
There can only be one truly precious treasure in someone's life. So I searched and searched until I finally found it. What's truly precious to me is this journey.
Great job, Tressa.
I've written all about it here, in these pages. I can tell you for a fact that there are countless wonderful things out there waiting to be discovered. And just like this nameless traveler allowed me to realize my dreams, I hope that my travels can help someone realize their own. Which is why I want to give you this book. Noah.
I wonder what Noah thinks of it.
Tressa.
Who would want something so useless?
Oh, come on.
Does she have any idea where she is?
In all my years, I've never seen something so embarrassing.
Embarrassing? I'd say Tressa really stood up to her. Really stood up for
Someone
herself.
Get her off the stage.
Oh, you shut up.
Tressa.
Even Ali's worried about it, but it seems like Noah's pretty charmed.
I'll take it.
Great job, Tressa.
Did he just...
Is he serious?
Mr. Wyndham, sir. Pardon me, but... Are you absolutely certain?
Oh, come on. Does nobody take Tressa seriously?
Yes. I don't go back on my word. Now, please, bring me that diary. I would like to present it to my daughter.
Nice job, Tressa. What are you gonna do with that billion leaves of yours?
Now then.
My apologies for asking, sir, but why did you choose this diary? You see, my daughter...
Tressa.
Hello, Tressa.
Noah.
The fact is...
I wanted to help her see the world as best I could, so I bought her the greatest treasures of the realm. But I could tell it was never enough. However, when this young merchant stepped onto the stage and spoke of her travels, that was the first time Noah ever said she wanted something.
To tell you the truth,
When I heard about your journey, Tressa, it felt like I was traveling the world with you. My heart never wanted the story to end.
I am most grateful.
Young lady, I can't thank you enough. I hope this will suffice for your diary. I can't accept all that money. Tressa! Are you a merchant or not? This is a fair trade, Tressa!
you see...
My customer has something she can treasure forever. That's more than enough reward for me.
However,
I understand your sentiments, but I can't let you go without recompense. Okay. It's too much for me to handle now, but maybe I'll need it down the road someday. I'd like to save it for then.
very well.
Understood. I'll prepare a memorandum. If you're ever in need of it, please do not hesitate to let us know.
Can't thank you enough.
Tressa? If you don't mind, I'd like to hear more about your journey.
All right.
And I'd love to tell you all about it. At Noah's behest, Tressa spoke of her travels across the realm. She recounted every tale, one by one, with a fond smile.
Huh?
I've made up my mind, Tressa. I want to travel the world on my own 2 feet. Just like you did.
Noah. Thank you
I'll
so
treasure
much.
this notebook forever, Tressa. And someday I'll write my own stories in here. About my own journey. I want to be the first to read it.
Indeed.
I promise you will be.
Faring well, are ye?
Excuse me, young lady. I must say, you put on quite the show there.
Thanks.
Who are you? Oh, you're the diarist. I suppose I should introduce myself. I dedicated many years of my life to creating something. Something that became a precious treasure to you. You're the one who wrote the diary?
Huh?
The fact is...
The writer was someone else, though. Oh, so you just bound the pages. I gave it to him a good 10 years ago. Went by the name Graham Crossford. Again with this guy. Why is he seemingly in every single story at least once? That's weird.
You don't say.
Graham Crossford. So he's the one whose travels I've been reading about.
Yeah.
That's right. That man saved my life. He was just about to head off on a journey. He didn't know where his travels would take him. so I told him he ought to keep a record of where he'd been. I spent 40-odd years making notebooks. But there wasn't anyone else's journey I wanted to hear about as much as his. Writing in a diary comes from the heart. And there was no one with a heart as great as his. When you spoke about your own travels, I thought I saw some of him in you. It was like you were in love with that notebook.
Well then.
If you ever meet Graham, could you tell him something for me? I've got another diary for him, just waiting to be filled. Oh, hey, Ollie.
So what are you going to do now?
Probably would be best to pay a visit to Rippletide at least, wouldn't it?
I think I'll go back home.
Yep.
I've experienced so many things on this journey. It was filled with so many moments that can't be contained in a diary. I traveled and traded across the land and met amazing people along the way. And when I stood on that stage, I realized I did what I set out to do. I want to tell my parents that. I can't wait to see the look on their faces.
Especially when you come back home a billion leaves richer.
Home, huh?
How about you, Ollie?
It's probably time for me to head home too.
Alright.
My father is waiting for me. I finally saved up enough money for him to open up shop again.
Nice work.
So, who's the better merchant between you two?
I'd like to think I am. Hey, Tressa?
Yeah?
Next time we meet,
We'll see who's the better merchant, right?
wrong. Next time, I hope you're a little more refined.
Refined? What does that mean?
What?
See, you're like a sky stone. One that could use a bit more polishing.
Hey!
See you around, Tressa.
Oh, I'll show you, Ollie. Just you wait.
Now then. My journey isn't over yet.
Really? I thought you said you were about to go home.
I'll be there soon. That was how I met Tressa. She gave me this diary to fill with my own memories. I know that somewhere out there, she's bringing happiness to others just as she did to me. And someday, I hope to follow in her footsteps. Noah Wyndham.
It looks like Noah's making great use out of that notebook, huh? And that brings an end to Tressa's Chapter 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Octopath Traveler, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next one, where I think we'll meet in Everhold to go start Primrose's Chapter 4 and finish her story once and for all. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and take care.